Hey, what's going on, guys? Aarava here, and welcome to the last question mark challenge for the 2018 Monaco Grand Prix here. Driving today as Max Verstappen, of course. Pretty fitting with Max Verstappen starting last place for the real-life 2018 Monaco Grand Prix. I thought it would be fitting to drive as him and try the challenge. I actually originally had a different version of this challenge. That will still be coming out tomorrow in a video, but we've kind of redone it a second time with Max Verstappen because I thought it would be the best opportunity to try and see how we could do. It's not often that one of the kind of top three team drivers is actually at the back of the grid in real life, so I thought I'd take the opportunity to do the challenge in the game as it is going to be in real life with Verstappen. I don't know how well he's going to do, but I doubt it's going to be as well as us probably in the game. It's a bit easier to overtake around Monaco than it is in real life, but we'll see how it does. Obviously, he didn't do himself much help with that crash in FP3, and then the gearbox change was kind of just another hit to it because he wasn't able to even get out in qualifying then. So last place on the grid for Max Verstappen. We're here on the 2017 game with a 2018 mod installed onto it. If you haven't watched one of my previous last question mark challenges before, so run through of how we do things. We're on a 25% race here, so it's a short but sweet race. It means we have to get the moves done, and over here, like I said, at Monaco, that's going to be even more of a challenge and even more of a kind of hurry up that, you know, I can't dawdle around being stuck behind traffic here, and I really need to make the passes. So you're going to be seeing a lot of lunges potentially, maybe a bit of argy-bargy around the barriers, and some tyre tapping, but it's all good, well and fun, and this should be probably a really fun challenge to do in a fun video. So we're going to go for the one stop, starting with the ultra soft tyres, trying to go as quickly as we can in that opening lap. That's actually probably going to be the place where we make the most passes in this entire race. So here we go then to 5 red lights to the Monaco Grand Prix from last place on the grid with Max Verstappen's Red Bull racing car. Here we go. It's a fantastic start up into P18, already overtaken Marcus Ericsson and one of the Williams cars down the inside then of a Toro Rosso and also Charles Leclerc, the other second, Saab Alfa Romeo, and also McLaren of Stoffel Van Dorn, I think that was. So a fantastic start then into turn 1 to get the home man there, and we're up into P15, could be P14 though. We go around the outside of Sergei Sorokin. That's turned to the inside as we enter Casino Square, now down towards Mirabeau. We're going to try and copy Esteban Ocon up ahead and go down the inside of 2 cars there, here Gasly and Carlos Sainz. Sainz comes back at us though, and Ocon the same, has to try and navigate around the outside. It's going to be a side hole squeeze, bit of contact, carbon fibre off, and that's Hulkenberg's rear wing, or a front wing I should say, is off there on the road. Thankfully no puncture for us, and we just about also made it through with Pierre Gasly basically shoving his front wing into our side pod there, but it's a virtual safety car now. Not surprised, as that was a lot of chaos there, and I think someone got caught up in the hairpin behind us, but thankfully no puncture, because that was a big chunk of Hulkenberg's front wing off there on the road. So I would be very surprised if he's not going to be in at the end of this lap for a front wing change and an early pit stop, which is not going to be ideal for him. But yeah, pretty decent start, you got to say, up into P13, lap 1, Monaco Grand Prix. I think that's pretty good progress. About halfway up the grid, you know, 3 places, and those 3 places we can see right ahead of us, Sainz, Ocon, and Hulkenberg. And as we come in, there we go. There's Hulkenberg. He's in, and we're going to go down the inside of Carlos Sainz for the last corner. Fabulous overtake there on the Spaniard, and we have been very cheeky there on the restart of the virtual safety car. And we're up into P11, so literally the points paying positions are right ahead of us in the form of Esteban Ocon, the Frenchman, in the Force India, up into Rich Mix. And so feeling good about this one. I think we could even be on for, you know, even a top 5 slot at this rate. We're going to keep on rapidly overtaking. Also, we've got a bit of clean air ahead of Ocon. So can we dive down the inside of Mirabeau? We can spot that Ocon's going a little bit slow, but he's done well to place the car, and I just can't stick it on the outside. Not ideal to be on the outside of the hairpin. You know, if you're down the inside of the hairpin, you probably could just about squeeze the guy out you're trying to overtake, but just not going to work. This time we have to be a bit patient and wait for the tunnel maybe, as we're now side by side with Ocon there on the inside. We're going to cut across onto the racing line, and he's had to give that position up. He doesn't have the straight line speed, and actually we just got an amazing exit and great traction on the right hander on the run up to the tunnel, and so we're up the order into the points paying positions, and now we're chasing after P9 Kevin Magnussen a few laps later in the middle stage of lap number 4 as we go flat out now on the left hander towards swimming pool, and we're down to standard mixture. We were in rich, but obviously if you've watched any of my 2018 mod career modes or the last question mark challenge, you'll know that the fuel is very crucial in this mod. The fuel really burns very fast, so I can't afford to keep it in the higher rich mix for too long. But you saw there a half-attempted effort at trying to make an overtake at Raskas on Magnussen. Obviously, yet to do that overtake so far. My infamous Raskas dive bomb down the inside yet in the video. I'm sure it'll come out at some point. Just couldn't make it work on K-Mag that time round, but we might make this work. Look at this down the inside, little lift off to give him the room. But fantastic racing and great respect between myself and Magnussen to not make any contact. Actually, I don't think there was side by side, which is usually a place where you go flat out, throttle to the floor in qualifying. But there, little lift off and made that work. And now we find ourselves on the back of Fernando Alonso on lap 6. Can we try and make him move into the swimming pool? We're so close. Could have a look, but no, we're going to wait and be a bit patient. Broke a little bit early there, and now we're going to get much better momentum. And now, can we dive down the inside of Raskas? Bit of tyre tapping, but apart from that, it's all pretty damn clean, and that's as close as you want it. We're still side by side through the last corner. Fernando Alonso, surprise, surprise, is the only driver so far really putting up a good fight here. I'm getting caught up in the fighting so much, I almost forget to open DRS there, but we finally do into turn 1. We got the move done, and we're up into P8, but what a fight back that was from Fernando Alonso. Did not expect him to actually keep it in there and keep it side by side through the last corner, but there you go. The infamous Raskas dive bomb has been successfully done, and we're up the order now. We've got some clean air to chase after this man, Sergio Perez, P7 now, and we're on lap 8, so nearly halfway through this Grand Prix, and you got to say we've made some fantastic progress, but still a long way to go if we want to make this a successful kind of challenge in terms of Red Bull. Obviously, I don't know if Verstappen can really do anything like this in real life in tomorrow's 2018 Monaco Grand Prix, but for the sake of the game, let's try and move on. And now, just like we did against Ocon, we dive down the inside that right-hander, but Perez has got a bit of a better straight line speed than Ocon this time round, so we're still side by side. We're going to brake a little bit early and cut to the inside now and switch it to the inside. It's going to open up this next part of the lap so much better for us, and we've had a nice little tango dance with Perez around that chicane and got the move done up into P7. Fantastic little work there, and now we've got a lot of clean air, a lot of clean air to try and just push on, really get the power down and use the Red Bull, flex the muscles that we've got in this base chassis and aerodynamics, and we've moved it all the way to the end of lap 10, and we're in for our pit stop now. We've been flying around Monaco for those last 2 laps, and now we could maybe even undercut 1 or 2 cars. Let's see. Hamilton and Ricciardo, my teammate, have been fighting around the last 2 laps and 3 laps really before their pit stop even, and just after their pit stop they've still been fighting and nose to tail, so I think they've held each other up. So let's see where we're going to be. Down to P3 at the moment, down to P4. Where is Hamilton? That was Bottas. Hamilton's there on the left, just about through turn 1. Nice and easy, don't want to cross the yellow line. Hamilton's there. We're in lean mixture because we were in lean for the pit stops. If we were probably in rich, we might have been side by side with Hamilton, but thankfully we've got ahead of Daniel Ricciardo, so you can tell it's the game. Daniel Ricciardo, unlike in real life, on pole position and probably going to be leading the entire Monaco Grand Prix, I would say. Hopefully I'm not just jinxed him there, but unlike real life, probably he's down a bit low in P7 at the or P6 at the moment, and we're now sandwiched between him and Hamilton. But I can sense Hamilton going a little bit slow. We're going to dive it down the inside here on the right hand, a little lock up for good measure, and now side by side. To my surprise, actually, looks like we've got the legs on the Mercedes car. Yes, we do. We've actually cut him across him then, and we're up into P4. So that was a lot easier pass than I was expecting on one Lewis Hamilton in a Mercedes car. And so now we close up to Valtteri Bottas in the next few laps, right up his gearbox. We maybe have a look down the inside of the place where Verstappen crashed out on FP3 in the real life weekend, but thought better of it. I'm going to stick behind, lock up there on the right tire and through the last corner. Just can't make anything work. Go a little bit deep there, and a big tank slapper on the exit for good measure. DRS open, and we're going to have to be patient. We've got 5 laps left in this Grand Prix. We can do this. We can get a podium for Max Verstappen from the last place on the grid. Let's go for it, as now we enter the heart of lap 15 into sector 2, going towards sector 3. We can sense a bit of a move down the inside like on K-Mag. It's going to be close. Bottas though defends really well, but he's been set off centre, and we do a switchback move on him on the racing line. We're on the outside of Raskas. Not ideal. We're going to be on the outside of the last corner as well, so we're going to have to try what Fernando Alonso tried to do on us. We're side by side still for 3-4 corners there. Open the DRS. Rich mix going to tuck him back behind for the slipstream. Cut to the inside. Now into turn 1. Have the bigger balls under braking. Slow and steady into the apex, and we've got that place done, and we are up into P3. The podium is there for Max Verstappen from P20 on the grid. Like I said, highly doubt that is going to be the case in real life. If it is, then miracles have occurred for the Dutchman in real life. But what a fantastic way to end the last question mark challenge there. Sebastian Vettel is going to be the one that wins it for a 1-2 for Ferrari. So let's see if I've jinxed anything or predicted anything. We sometimes do that in last question mark challenge. I don't think that's going to be the case though, unfortunately, this time round, because I have a feeling Ricciardo will be really gritting his teeth to try and take that pole to the win to make up for 2016, was it? But guys, that's been a thoroughly enjoyable and really entertaining video to make and race for you guys. Last the question mark challenge there with Max Verstappen at the Monaco Grand Prix. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. If you did enjoy that as well, as much as I did commentating it, then be sure to smash that like button. If you're new around here, do get subscribed for weekly Formula 1 content. Like I said, I did have another version of this with Charles Leclerc actually, so I'm going to be uploading that tomorrow. So that's another last question mark challenge. So that'll be kind of interesting maybe to see the difference between driving a Red Bull compared to a Sauber around here and trying the same challenge, because I recorded that before I decided to record this one being a bit more relevant to the real life situation. And then obviously we'll have the top 5 moments from the Monaco Grand Prix. But till then guys, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I've been aarava, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.